Chapter 4, Roadside Battle. Hey guys, Swarzide back for the next chapter of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. We're back at the Mercenary Fort. Ike! I've got to tell you something. Listen to this. Settle down, miss. It's too early for you to be yelling like that. Now what's going on? Soren's back. He's just arrived. Really? That's odd. He wasn't supposed to return for a while yet. I know. I wonder what he's doing back so soon. It's probably nothing to worry about. I'll go and talk to him. Where is he? In the mess hall. I think he wanted to talk to Father. Right, I'll go check there. Troubling news indeed. Gather the troops. Yes, Commander. Ike, if you've got time to waste, you've got time to work. Get over to the briefing room. Yes, sir. Hey, what's going on around here? Bad news. Something big is happening, and we need to formulate a plan of action. Soren! Hello, Ike. Long time no see. Happy to see you're back. But what happened? I thought you were going to be studying for a while longer. It's a long story. What's the holdup? Get over here now! Let's go. I'll fill you in later. You probably remember that Soren's been training with another mercenary group. Well, he's back now, and he has some unbelievable news. What news is that? It's Crimea and Daein. They've gone to war. War? It can't be. That's why I've called everyone here. Soren has some more information. Go ahead, Soren. Alright. Take a look at this map. Ah, it's a map of Crimea. Quite detailed from the looks of it. Yes, this is Melior. I think that's how it's pronounced. Crimea's capital. Our base of operations is right about here. Everything started 3 days ago. I needed to do some research, so I went to the archives of Melior's Royal Library. Excuse me. Without warning, the scream of a terrible beast, a wyvern perhaps, rent the air, and the building was rocked by a tremor. I rushed outside and saw wave after wave of knights, cavalry, and wyvern riders, each clad in glistening ebon armor, black as night. The Daein army? Correct. Was there provocation? As you know, relations between Crimea and Daein have never been friendly. However, the past centuries have seen only minor skirmishes, nothing that has ever approached the scale of this attack. It was brutal and without warning. Daein laid the capital to waste. I've never seen destruction on this scale before. A swift attack, devastating and brutal. A daring gambit indeed. But if it succeeds, a very well chosen one at that. Well, that wasn't a pause. It was just... Hyphen, my bad. Yes, the King of Daein would not hesitate to employ such treacherous tactics. What happened next? King Crimea's brother deployed the Crimean army to meet the attack. The king ordered his people to flee the city before the battle reached them. Fearing the worst, I also fled and made my way here. So we don't know how the tides of battle flow now, do we? That's alright. Word of war cannot have traveled far yet. We may well be the first ones to know of it out here. You did well to bring us this information, Soren. I know some risk was involved. It was nothing. Daein has invaded Crimea. We may be mercenaries, but this still affects us. What are we going to do? That's the question of the day. How do you see it, Titania? Crimea is the closest thing our company has to a close homeland. The Crimean royal family and noble houses have been generous, providing us with many lucrative jobs. From a moral standpoint, as well as a business one, it's in our best interest to help Crimea. And you, Soren? I agree on one point. We are mercenaries. We are not Crimea's private militia. No coin has crossed our palms, so I think we should stay out of it. So you would have us sit and watch as Crimea is overrun? I would. Daein's troops are superior in both numbers and morale. The chances of a Crimean victory are slim indeed. But Crimea is ruled by King Raymond, who is known throughout the land for his wisdom. And his brother, Duke Renning, is said to possess peerless valor and courage. Daein may not find victory so easily. Valor and courage are for children's tales. In terms of military prowess, Daein's King Ashnard is every bit Lord Renning's equal. Gotta swallow a lot. Victory will hinge on troop numbers and supplies, and Daein is superior in both. I think the outcome is painfully obvious. Curse you, Soren. Crimea is not doomed. If they can turn aside Daein's initial thrust and turn it into a test of endurance. With the Crimean army both demoralized and ill-prepared, they simply will not be able to hold out that long. Alright, that's enough, both of you. I hear what you say. However, we must ascertain the current situation before we decide on any action. We'll send a scouting party to get a closer look at Melior. Ike, I want you in charge of this. Assemble your men and get going. What? Me? Titania will accompany you as an advisor. Commander, you must be joking. He's just a boy, and he's had barely more than a taste of battle. What do you expect a whelp like him to accomplish? Ah, Shinon, since you're so concerned, you can go as well. Wait, that's not what I... Blast. Who else? Gatry, Reese, and Soren, that should do. Father, wait, why do you want me... That was an order. Get moving. There's no time to waste. Yes, sir. Titania, I'm going out for a bit. I want you to give Ike some direction. Understood. Yes, sir. Ike, wait up! What? Here, this is for you. Ooh, regal sword. We'll ditch our used iron sword then. A sword? Where'd you get it? From Father. He told me to come and give it to you. It's beautiful. This is the first sword you've gotten that wasn't a hand-me-down from somebody, isn't it? That's great. Yeah. Well, be careful. Oh, and bring me a souvenir. Something nice. I've never been to Melior before. Missed, I'm not going on vacation. Shush. Sheesh. For those who care about the number... Ooh. That is a cool-looking battlefield. You feeling alright, Ike? You haven't said a word in quite some time. I don't understand what my father's doing. Why put a new recruit like me in charge of something so important? You're going to succeed him as our commander one day. Don't you think he wants you to know how to lead? Me, I don't know if I'm capable. And even if I am, that day's a long way off, right? I mean, I'm inexperienced, weak. I'm nothing compared to my father. I'm not so sure about that. When I look at you, I see a young man full of promise. Commander Grail is a great man, but I think you'll be every bit his equal. In time, you might even surpass him. Don't be ridiculous. It's just my opinion. You need not pay it any mind. Yet, if you fear your own weakness, why not take this chance to go out and better yourself? That would be more in keeping with your personality, no? I suppose you're right. How do things look over there, Soren? Same as here. There are corpses strewn everywhere. I don't see corpses, I just see grass. There are quite a lot of them, especially when you consider how far we are from the capital. Are they Crimean? Judging by the armor, the vast majority of the dead are Daein's soldiers, and that's my dog barking, so I'm going to cut here. Sorry about that, my parents just got home with my 7-year-old brother who can't do anything quietly, so I had to wait till they quieted down. So back to what we were doing. So Crimea has the upper hand. Just the opposite, I think. The Crimean soldiers were members of the Imperial Guard. That means King Raymond, or another member of the royal family, was on the move when Daein's soldiers fell on them. Could it have been Lord Renning? No, as long as the Crimean army still draws breath, Lord Renning will not leave their command. Perhaps another member of the court. We've got Daein's soldiers moving in our location, and they don't look happy. That was funny movement. Big guy. You there, who are you? What are you doing here? He looks French. We're no one you need. You're armed. Heed me. Drop your weapons and surrender. Surrender. Act quickly, or else. Listen to me, fool. You're making a mistake. We're not... not going to cooperate, eh? Ready your weapons, men. Move in and kill them all. What? Headstrong fools. Getting caught up in some skirmish is not part of the plan. But they're obviously not going to listen to us. Grail mercenaries, get ready to fight. Oh, jeez. Alright, Ike, let's see how you handle the role of captain. Well, what are your orders, boy? We'll do as you say, so long as you hurry up and spit it out. I know, I'm thinking. Give me a moment, will you, Shinon? Bah, useless. We'd be better led with mist than this soft, untested whelp. What a jerk! Let's see, we're in the middle of the road and there's not much cover. Soren and Reese are vulnerable, so we'll have to protect them from enemy attacks, right? It's a sound strategy, Ike. I'll attack from behind your defenses. Good thinking. Do you mean that? Alright. Let's do it then. Alright. So we got Soren, who is a mage. And he comes with a special skill that is adept, which means he can, at least sometimes, yeah, he can sometimes just double opponents regardless of speed. And, well, they can turn one attack into a double attack. So if he can already double them, he has basically a chance of getting 3 hits in one turn. He uses wind magic, which is the lightest but the weakest kind of magic, and it is the most accurate. And we get the guys from last level, except we have Reese this time, and now we got Soren. And there are a lot of guys. Maijin. I so see him as French. Ooh, we get his javelin, which is a long-range lance. That guy's iron lance. Steel lance. And that's it. That is a lot of guys for Chapter 4. Okay. Titania, and where you work is issue. Alright, trade. Soren, you can have a spare vulnerary. Screw you, hang on to a sword for me. We are going to give Soren this Seraph robe. This is my call. Him or Reese, one of the two. We'll save it for later. We'll see. 16 guys compared to my 6. Yeah. Alright. I'm sorry that was boring, but I'm probably going to cut the parts here, and we'll resume the battle in the next part. So, see you then.